Now could you tell me something about yourself?
Yes. My name is Như. I'm in class 6 at Quảng Secondary School. I live in Quảng Village, Western District, Quảng Province. I live with my family. My family have 4 members. My parents, my sister, and me. My parents is a farmer. My sister is a teacher, and me. I am a student. My hobbies is like sports, but I like badminton the best. I play it with my friends. My favorite subject is English. I study it every day. In the future, I want to become a police.
Yes. Như, what is your full name?
My full name is Nguyễn.
How do you spell your surname?
Yes. My surname is N-U-Y-E-N.
Okay, great. Who is the youngest in your family?
The youngest in my family is me.
And who is the oldest?
The oldest in my family is my father, 62 years old.
Yes, okay. Now we move to the first part of the test. Find the differences. This is your picture and this is mine. They look the same, but some things are different. I will tell you something in my picture and you tell me the differences in your picture, okay?
Yes.
In my picture, there is a moon in the sky.
But in my picture, there are many stars in the sky.
In my picture, there is a yellow flag on the top of the tent.
But in my picture, there is a flag in green.
Okay, in my picture, the big cloud is holding an umbrella.
But in my picture, the big cloud is holding the guitar.
In my picture, there are 2 parrots flying.
But in my picture, there are 3 parrots is flying.
In my picture, the donkey is wearing a red hat.
But in my picture, the donkey is wearing a blue hat.
In my picture, the box is next to the donkey and it is open.
But in my picture, the box is in front of the chair is closed.
In my picture, the small cloud is riding a car.
But in my picture, the small cloud is riding bicycle.
In my picture, the man is taking some photos.
But in my picture, this is the woman is taking some picture.
In my picture, there are 4 lines.
But in my picture, there are 6 lines.
Okay. We move to the next here. In my picture, the boy wearing orange t-shirt is holding a ball.
But in my picture, the boy wearing an orange t-shirt is holding a kite.
In my picture, the dog is going into the sea.
But in my picture, the dog is go out into the sea. Go out of the sea.
In my picture, the fish is jumping next to the rocks.
But in my picture, the fish is jumping in front of the boat.
Okay, in my picture, there is a coconut tree on the beach.
But in my picture, there are 2 coconut trees on the beach.
In my picture, the woman wearing swimsuit is wearing a yellow hat.
But in my picture, the woman wearing purple swimming suit is not wearing a yellow hat.
In my picture, there is a green umbrella next to the woman.
But in my picture, the umbrella is blue next to the woman.
Yes. Now we move to the next part of the test, information exchange. This is your card and this is mine. Now I will ask you some questions about Mary's pet. What is her pet?
It's horse.
Okay. What food does it eat?
It is carrots.
What color is this?
It's brown and black.
How old is it?
It's 6 years old.
And what is Mary's pet name?
It's named Harry.
Now you ask me some questions about Peter's pet.
What is Peter's pet?
It's a frog.
What food does it eat?
It eats spiders.
What color is it?
It's green and brown.
How old is it?
It's 8 months.
What's the name of Peter's pet?
Its name is Fred. Now I ask you some questions about Daisy's class. What is her teacher's name?
Her name is Miss Castle.
How many children are there in her class?
There are 14 children.
Is the lesson interesting or boring?
It's boring.
What time does it finish?
This finishes at 10:15.
Yes. Now you ask me some questions about Harry's class.
What's the teacher's name?
His teacher's name is Miss Wright.
How many children in his class?
There are 17 children.
Is this lesson interesting or boring?
It's interesting.
What subjects are they studying?
They are studying geography.
What time does it finish?
It finishes at 11:45. Now we come to the last part of the test. General questions about some topics. Are you ready?
Yes.
Firstly, I'd like to ask some questions about your house. What kind of house are you living in?
I live in a country house. I live in Square Village, Western District, Quảng province.
Yes, and how many floors does your house have?
My house has 1 floor.
Okay. How many rooms are there in your house?
My house has 5 rooms. My living room, a study room, a bedroom, a kitchen, and a bathroom.
Okay. Where is the living room?
The living room is in front of my study room.
What does the living room have?
The living room has a sofa, television, glass, and some food.
Okay. What does your family often do in the living room?
In the living room, my family is often read newspapers, talkies, and watch TV.
Okay. Where is your bedroom?
My bedroom is behind the study room. It is very big. It is painted white.
White color?
Yes. My bedroom has a bed, glasses, a lamp, and some teddy bears.
Okay. What do you often do in your bedroom?
In my bedroom, I often play with my sisters, play games in my smartphones, and reading comic book.
Okay, great. What is your favorite room?
My favorite room is my study room because in my study room have many presents
Yeah.
from friends and foreign friends.
Now, let's talk about friends. Do you have any best friends?
Yes, I have.
And could you tell me about one of your best friends?
Yes. My best friend's name is Quảng. She is very tall, keep parties. She has a square face, black soft hair, and brown eyes. She is very helpful and friendly. She has a lot of friends, and she is always have everyone do my homework. She's and Miss always play sports in my garden, and she is in the free time. Miss and she is always often
And she often do what?
read comic book and draw some pictures.
That's great. How old is your friend?
My friend is same age as me, 12 years old.
Yes. What school is she in?
She is same school as me.
Okay. So could you tell me something about your school?
Yes, my school name is Westwood Secondary Schools. It has one building. There are 30 classes. Its paintings are blue and white colors. It has one painting and one trim.
What can students do at your school?
At schools, they can enjoy activities at schools, study many new lessons, go camping, and play with sport.
Play many sports. What sports can students play at your school?
At school, they can play badminton, play mini football, and play volleyball.
And does your school have any clubs?
Yes, have. They are in my class. They are quiz club.
What is the name? What are the names of this club?
Yeah, club one's name is Club Flowers. Club Violet and Club Filters.
Okay, you mean the group, right?
Yes.
But I'd like to ask about some clubs at your school. Some club at your school, the students can join. For example, English clubs.
Yes. In my school, there are two clubs. English
Club and
sport club.
yes. What club do you like?
I like English club because I can have a good talk in the future.
Because you can speak English, right?
Yeah.
You can practice your English, and in the future you can get a good job.
Yeah.
That's so great. Now let's talk about food. Who cooks in your family?
My mother is sometimes cook, but often my sister is cook.
Okay, so your sister often cooks, but sometimes your mother.
Yes.
Do you often help your mother or your sister in the kitchen? Do you have them in the kitchen? I mean, can you cook?
I can cook. I can cook noodles, rice, soup.
Okay, so you can help them cook? Yeah, something like that. Okay.
Yes.
What do you often have for breakfast?
Breakfast,
your favorite food?
My favorite food is burgers. I eat it 4 times a week.
Where do you often eat burgers?
I eat it at home.
At home? So who makes it for you?
My mother and my dad.
Okay. Do you prefer eating out or eating at home?
I prefer eating at home because my mother and my sisters cook very well.
Wow, great. Now, it's the end of the test and you did a great job. Nhớ, thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye, teachers.